Warning, the views and beliefs in the following program does not reflect the views of Boom Broadcasting. We give full creative control to our creators and do not believe in cancel culture. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble is over. It's time for the Nightcap. Viewer discretion is advised.
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting, hosted by yours truly. It's Mouthing Off with Mike here, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I've got some fellow Boom Broadcasting brothers. I've got a fantastic podcaster and big wrestling fan in her own right on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the host of Sideline Savants. That is the commish. That is Wayne, the model Thomas. Welcome in as well to the host of It Stinks and Wrestling of Destiny on Boom Broadcasting. That is my main man, Sean. And of course, last but certainly not least, she is a part of the Black Masses and Constellations podcast. That is Tortellini. Folks, how the hell are you tonight?
Hey, very good.
I've got complaints.
I'm good, Mike. Just ready to jump into it.
I love it. I love it, folks. We got a lot to talk about. We got Rick 8-Bit in the building. Who's team Yeet or no Yeet? We got a lot to get into. Folks, Royal Rumble. It has been one for the history books. What's going on, Jason? 3 from deep. Wayne, Sean, Tortellini. Let's start with Tortellini on this question. The Royal Rumble tonight, as a total look at it from after it's now said and done, as it just ended like 10 minutes ago. What were your thoughts here on the Rumble?
Strong 8 out of 10. Strong 8 out of 10. Only because that tag match should have just been a regular tag match. Sorry, but the 2 out of 3 falls should have been saved for Mania. This should have just been a one and done type of thing. Cody and KO went a lot better than I expected.
Okay.
That was probably shock of the night for me.
All right. Let's go to Wayne here. Wayne, what did you think about the Royal Rumble as a whole?
I'd give it a 7 out of 10 for myself. I thought the wrestling was enjoyable. I thought both Rumble matches were good. I actually enjoyed the tag team match, but I agree that it didn't have to be a 2 out of 3 falls. But I do like what they did at the end there with the Street Profits. I'm a big Montez Ford guy. Anytime I can see him and see him get more action, I'm here for it. So I thought that was pretty enjoyable. And then listen, I know it's controversial with Jay winning the Royal Rumble. But we were all on the edge of our seats with Jay and Cena there at the end. So, you know, they built that tension and they had us glued to the TVs at the end there. So, hey, you know, I thought it was enjoyable.
Okay. All right. Last but certainly not least, Sean, what do you got here? What was your take?
I'm gonna meet him right in the middle, Mike. I'm gonna say 7.5.
Okay.
Tag match. You know, I love tag matches. Growing up with old school style wrestling, tag matches was my favorite thing watching. Was not what I expected with DIY and Motor City Machine Guns. Thought they would be able to jump in the time machine, show us something from back in the TNA days, bring it on this stage. We didn't get that. Women's Royal Rumble, it was good. A lot of good people in it, but you know, I'm a homer for Royal Rumbles because I like to either see the surprise entrance, the Hall of Famers. You know, those 3 Hall of Famers you get, those 3 people you get to come back that you haven't seen in a while. So I'm teetering on both of them, but far as the action in the night, great action all night. KO, Cody, tore the house down, running back again, last man standing.
Yeah, I am very concerned for Kevin Owens, folks. That was a nasty bump. Rick 8-Bit, any medical updates on KO? Guys, I guess we'll break it down here in a few moments, but I hope Kevin Owens is all right. You know what I mean? That was filthy.
The fact that he was still folded up
Oh.
as he's like
Yes.
holding up the belts.
Well-
No. I need an update real bad.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Nick Aldis throw that X up,
I was
you
like,
know,
Not
oh,
worried.
because that's supposed to be the real deal. When they throw
Right.
that, when you start throwing that X up as a cell, I'm not big on that. The X needs to be sacred, and we know what the X means, you know, and so that was pretty scary.
The way Sammy ran over there after he took the Alabama slam, and the way it ended, I thought something ain't right. Something is not right at all.
Yeah, Cody sold that.
I mean, there's a lot that we need to break into.
We got Homelander Cody on that.
We got Homelander Cody. Right call. Sean, is every match on this card better than anything Chris Jericho has done in the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Oh boy, we know who's on 4 sides of the ring tonight. All right, let's not break down into the learning tree. Let's get in to the women's Royal Rumble here on the Royal Rumble Nightcap. Hold on a sec, guys. Okay. All right. I'm getting word here that we've got some surprise entrants onto the Royal Rumble Nightcap. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we've got some boys who have some championship pedigree. No, not pedigree. I think they said championship cultures in the building. We've got Brandon, the guy, and we've got Hugh here from Championship Culture in the building, making a surprise entrance on the Nightcap here for the Royal Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, the surprises are not just in the Royal Rumble matches themselves. They're right here on the Nightcap on Boom Broadcasting. Fellas, welcome into the show. Just time to talk the Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh, we talk women's first? Oh, my fault. Hold on. Let me put that down. Yeah. When we get to the men, we'll talk about that one. What's going on, everybody? Oh, it's about to go down.
Oh boy.
You done messed up the game. You should not have everybody in those championship culture again. Oh, and you see we got our matching hoodies on too? You know what that means. Because every belt has a story. Oh, we're going to try to behave ourselves tonight.
Some diabolical
wow.
is about to go down.
The people, I did not see this one coming here, ladies and gentlemen. Podcast Mini in the comments, Championship Culture. Every belt has a story, ladies and gentlemen. Every belt has a story. And we've got some big stories coming up out of here out of the women's Royal Rumble match.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, let's start it off here. In my personal opinion, one of the best women's Royal Rumble matches year up to this point in history. I know the people, they want to hear what all of you have to say. We're going to have a lot of different opinions here tonight. You never know what could happen on the Nightcap. So let's go ahead and start off with the commish. Wayne, Women's Royal Rumble match. Give me your big three. I'm going to go to each of you. Give me your big three here.
Big three as far as who performed in the Women's Royal Rumble?
Big three takeaways, big three performers. But you can break it down however you'd like. Talk to the people.
I called it. I knew Flair was going to win. I mean, it was kind of a no-brainer going into this. I think the reason we didn't see Becky is because Flair was going to win. She wasn't going to come back to lose. That's for sure. And I was really surprised we didn't see Jade. I wanted to see the storyline with Bianca and Naomi and Jade. I wanted to see a little some building with that. And we didn't get that tonight. I was a little disappointed with that. Besides that, it was a very enjoyable match. And I tell you what, I've been singing her praises for a good majority of the year so far because I was a hater. But Nia Jax is a hell of a heel. She has gotten so much better. She is selling moves like no other. She deserves her flowers. I'm happy to see Nia Jax in the end there doing what she's doing. She's great. I mean, and I used to really crap on her and her performance when she first came back, but she made a fan out of me.
All right. Sean, what were your big three takeaways from this Women's Royal Rumble?
If you knew wrestling starts in the Carolinas, then you cannot have a Royal Rumble without the queen of the Carolinas winning. My girl representing the Carolinas, Charlotte Flair. Glad Charlotte won. Will say take two, Mike. The final three, Nia, the Prodigy, Roxanne, and Charlotte. Could not pick a better final three than that. My other take is Roxanne. I really thought they were going to pull the swerve on us, and Charlotte was going to put Roxanne over and let Roxanne win and be the first ever NXT star win the Royal Rumble. But we got Charlotte. Charlotte Reed's going to probably run it again at Mania. And also, one thing I did have a bad take on was, where was the TNA Knockouts Women's Champion? You got to have in this match. If you got a transfer portal window, you got this partnership with TNA, you got to have their champion in the match.
All right. I like it. Yeah, lack of Masha. I was surprised on that one. Good call. Good shout. Tortellini, what do you got? What's your big three here to start the Women's Royal Rumble match?
Oh, boy. I'm going to start off with a hot take that I'm pretty sure I'm about to get slandered for. Miss Boots, you didn't need to be in this Rumble. Trish Stratus, I'm so sorry. I love you dearly. But, girl, that should have been somebody else. I don't know who it should have been, but I just don't think it should have been Trish. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I think for me, I just never fully got behind her, like, in the ring. So it was just kind of hard to see her out there. And then you've got all of these powerhouse women and Trish.
Okay.
Still love you though, girl. They really messed up by giving Charlotte pyro at the beginning. Because you told on yourselves at that point. At that point, I knew Charlotte was winning. But also when they gave her that video package, I was like, oh, yeah, Charlotte's got it. Becky's not coming back. I will agree that I am disappointed that they didn't follow up with the Jade story. Although, I still think Bianca did it because the way she snatched up Jordan, that was a little rough. She did it. But, and shout out to Roxanne Perez, Hooper of the Night. Star of the show, Hooper of the Night. And also shout out to Liv Morgan.
Hey, how about Lash Legend?
How about Lash Legend?
It is.
Big Lash. My apologies.
Ooh, Chelsea Green looked good in here tonight. They're making her look like a star now.
Chelsea Green getting jumped by everybody twice.
Chelsea was not invited to the cookout.
Chelsea is a real worker. She was not. She really was. She walked in like, hi. And I said, no, you can't sit with us.
You're not one of us. Oh, no. Oh, man. Good takes all around. We're going to get into those surprise entrants here. Hugh, big three takeaways here from the Women's Royal Rumble.
To be honest, I don't even have a big three. I just have one. The work for the women is just phenomenal. You see the amount of superstars that they had in that ring all at one time.
Gorgeous.
The whole Rumble was stacked from start to beginning.
But we're not seeing that on the weekly shows. What's the problem, Hunter?
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So what I got to say is somehow, some way, we probably going to end up getting an all women's show. I don't know if it's just going to be a PLE, or I don't know if it's going to be a weekly episodic thing. But somehow, some way, the way they built this roster, and we didn't even see some of the top dogs, Jade, Asuka, Becky. Like, come on now. Come on. We getting ready to see something big. That's all I got to say about that. Phenomenal.
I mean, let's make it both. Let's make it a weekly episode and a PL.
Let's do it.
Why not?
I'm with it. Seeing the amount of growth from the women's division in just the past couple years is amazing. It's simply amazing. And I'm here for it.
I love it. Brandon, the guy, the custom guy, the belt collector, man of many names. What are your takeaways here? Your big takeaways from tonight's Women's Royal Rumble?
Well, my major takeaway is that the fact that this was the best Women's Royal Rumble to date. It had you on your edge of your seat. It had you feeling like at any time, I didn't know who was going to win. And of course, I went on record saying Jordan Grace is going to be my pick to win because why not strap the rocket to her and go? But I'm okay with the winner because it's going to be leading to something else that I know in Triple H we trust. Number two, I'm happy we're at the point that you don't need to bring these women and I'm going to say this with all the respect, they didn't have a chance to showcase the way that these women are showcasing. So we want to give them that chance. But now, how WWE is right now in 2025, the roster is so stacked with superstars that it's on equal footing with the males. That it's to the point it's just wrestling. And if we get an Evolution 2, if we get another show, if we get something, sometime the women might outshine the males, and that's okay because it's just good wrestling. Number 3, I could have did without that 30th entrant because I would have left Trish, but I would have left
Yeah,
number 30
yeah,
because
Yeah.
I'm cool.
you have at least 10 other women that you could have put in that spot that
Yep.
would have been decent. But I'm just going to leave it at that because I've never been a fan of those twins. But I
Nope.
will say this: the last thing, and this is the last thing I'm gonna take away. I didn't like that Julia was in it because now it took away the thought of, and they haven't done it for a while. I thought he would have brought it back, it not being a third brand, because now they kind of devalued the NXT Women's Championship. So that was that's my only negative about it. I love Julia, and I've become a Julia fan, but now I feel like, and that's just maybe my personal opinion. I feel like, oh, now the women's champion for the other brand wants to fight for the other two brands title. Nah, I can do without it. I understand the mid card titles, but not your world champion on that brand. But overall, I would give this Rumble a 9.99. Only reason I can't give it a 10 is because that number 30 entrant, it kind of ruined it for me. So
I agree
so
on the Julia thing because and they put her after Charlotte. I was like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
show's over.
and don't get me wrong,
I
and it's to the point that NXT women are, if not better in certain aspects than Raw SmackDown women, to the point that it's like all of them can appear on any show and they just be just as good. You can have matches that you'll say, "Oh, that was whoa, where did that come from?" Character work, development, their presentation. They don't even look like indie wrestlers. They don't look like developmental wrestlers. They look like WWE superstars all the time.
I honestly thought we'd see more NXT women.
I think you guys are wrong. I think having Julia in the Rumble was perfect. I think that's exactly what she needs right now at this stage in her career. She needs to get some additional eyes on her. Let them be familiar with her, the main roster fans, especially in a moment like this at the Rumble, because we know where she's headed in a year, 2 years max to the main roster. So I figured this was good early exposure. I see your points though. Devaluing the title. I do see your points on that. I think it was more just to get the eyes on her.
They had her going up against Charlotte. I mean, what a act of confidence right there. I mean, I thought that was pretty.
Why not put Zarya in it? Put Zarya instead of Julia, and she could have been right there going up against Charlotte. That would have been
make that argument about Steph Valcour. Put Zarya instead of Steph Valcour.
No, I would have left Stephanie Valcour.
It's all about the visuals, though, man.
Yeah,
it's all about the
but here's the other thing, and I don't want to spend too much time.
They were too powerhouse heavy to put Zarya in there. If we're being honest.
Oh yeah, I mean you got Lash, Bianca. You know, of course we're forgetting
Ivy,
Nia, Ivy. You know, of course we're forgetting buff Sabrina Carpenter, Jordan Grace. Looking great tonight in the Royal Rumble. Death Valley Driver on Piper, guys. Big pop, man. She looked great.
Like it was nothing.
While we have this up, what did you guys think of the ticker at the bottom of the Rumble?
Loved it.
Loved it.
It was for a casual fan to be able to watch it. I was like, oh, this is nice. It was, and they were putting the little flags where they're from, everything about it, the entrance, their little stats. It was catching you up on history. So now you can choose if you want to go back and watch something or if you want to continue watching it. It was the perfect thing for this type of, it felt different.
And especially for someone that's like watching this for the first time, great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's what the Triple H has been doing on every premium live event, especially the Big Four. He tries to find a way to make you feel like you're watching the ESPN production when you're watching WWE. So I really like that.
Podcast Mini said, taking notes from ESPN. Channel said, Nikki's doing a run. If you don't like it, Brandon, I'm sorry. You can look, but you can't touch.
That could have been Kalani, Mike. That could have been Kalani.
It could have been
Kalani Jordan, man.
It could have been a lot of people. Could have been anybody. It could have been Gigi Dolan, JC James.
Hey, I would have said Lito.
Anybody.
No, I could have said my. But here's so to your point, Mike, and I'm gonna say this, and this is what I want you to think about. The reason I said that about Julia, remember last year what they did for Tiffany. Becky went there to put eyes on Tiffany. Bailey went there to put eyes on Roxanne. There's nothing wrong with a main roster person going to help put eyes because guess what? When Becky was there, they
It's
put
working.
eyes on Tiffany and they put eyes on Lyra. Now, it didn't work as much for Lyra, but look what happened to Tiffany. It was like, oh, it went through the roof, right? So you don't need Julia in that space because I'm going to find Julia when I go watch NXT because when I watched The Last Legend and I saw she's on NXT, I'm like, oh, but what does NXT come on Tuesday? Why haven't we been watching that? Holy crap. Oh, who's that chick with the red and black on? Stephanie Vaquero. She was in what? They said international star? She's on, okay, I'm going over there. And then I'm going to say, oh, and that's their champion? Hold on. What is happening here? What have I missed out on? That was my whole take. But
Okay. All right. I'll give it to you.
You're
Let's
big
go
excited.
see what the people are. Let's see what the people are talking about here.
I am. I'm big excited because Mike was just dancing. He told me I can look, but I can't touch.
Hell,
Great.
You
Derek,
ain't see him swing. You ain't see him swinging them hips.
hey, I was getting it, bro. The hips still got a little swivel. Listen, I'm almost. I'm gonna be 28 here in about a month, but I can still
Hey.
swivel with the best of them.
He
You
said
know.
I think my first belt is 28. Oh, Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
Hell, yeah. See, when you say that, boy, you make me feel old again.
Right. He said, I'll be 28 in a few months. Jesus.
Listen. Derek said his takeaway is that the women from NXT truly did their thing tonight. They did an amazing job. Absolutely. I agree, Derek. I think all of us here are big NXT fans. You've seen most of these faces here on NXT Nightcaps in the past, talking the good old NXT. Jada Parker. Let's go kind of rapid fire. We'll go reverse this time. Jada Parker, Brandon. Couple words for Jada Parker tonight in the Rumble.
Go ahead, Hugh. I'm good.
Okay. Hugh,
All right,
I'm good.
a couple words for Jada Parker.
All right. Well, as far as the performance, I mean, I think this was just a tester for her, just to see where she is as far as star power. I didn't really see too much of a pop. I think it was mostly because of the music, because the music was kind of flat, not noticeable at all. But I mean, if that's who you're gonna strap the rocket to in the future, hey, you gotta make these test runs, right? You gotta put it out there with the big girls, right? So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, plus with the controversy going on and whatnot, it's kind of like a tester just to feel how the crowd reacts to her and whatnot. So I'm hoping for the best for her, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right. I respect it. Tortellini, a couple words for Jada Parker's time in the Royal Rumble.
She about to go in.
That's why I said I'm good. Look, I'm good. I'm gonna defer my time. I'm good.
I agree
Yep.
that this was
And it ain't gonna come after me.
I'm just gonna try to keep this like civil, and I'm not saying this to be mean, but like I understand that they might have been using this as a tester, but that spot could have gone to somebody else in the back. I'm sorry, y'all could have had Jada's tester at Vengeance Day. You could have had her tester on like a dark match on SmackDown. You could have done it somewhere else except for this. Because and they changed her music because I noticed it last week or 2 weeks ago on NXT because she didn't do her little shoulder thing. And I was like, oh, she not even feeling it. And then it came out on the Rumble, and I was like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. And she's just
All
good
right.
to look at, and everybody jumps on her and be like, oh my god, she's this.
Yes, and that's where I was.
All right, Sean.
She's just good to look at. She's just good to look at. I'm sorry. That's she's just good to look at.
She's improving.
And I'm sorry, I can't hold my tongue anymore. I'm just saying, I'm with you 100%. It should have went to somebody else.
It just should have gone to somebody else.
Lola Vice.
It should have
You're gonna
gone
put
to someone
someone
else.
in Lola Vice.
It could have been Lola Vice. I would have taken that. I would have taken Sol Ruka. Again, you could have put Zarya in there. It could have been Kalani. I just don't think that this spot right now where Jada is, it should have happened right now. She needs more time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that as a bad. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. She's young. She's like 24. She's got time. She ain't going nowhere.
I get it. They're trying to rush her too soon.
No,
because she gets the clicks. She gets the clicks. That's all what it is.
Understandable though.
But that don't.
She's went viral a few times.
But that don't work in the. Never mind.
Yeah, she gets clicks.
Sean, any takes on Jada?
Her German suplex?
Waste of a pick. I was not impressed with. Like you said, she's got the look of what they want to put out there for everybody to see in the Rumble. And it used to be a time if you were somebody NXT or you're somebody up and coming, when you got that call to be in the Rumble, you knew you had got to a threshold of where you could work good. They trusted you in the Rumble, and they give you a spot. I just felt like not this time. We could have had a Jakiria Jackson in there, Kalani, so many other people that we could have had in that spot.
Okay, Wayne.
Hey, it was Jay's big night, and he wants to party. So hey, good.
Hey, that's crazy.
Oh,
that is wild.
All right. Let's
shots fired. Shots fired.
Biggie.
See, I should. That's why I want to keep my mouth shut.
All right. Controversy creates cash here on the Nightcap. You know what I'm saying? I got to pay some of these fines off. The Prez, hates when I start getting crazy. All right. That was quite the reaction for Jada Parker. So let's go into the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. Wayne, what are your thoughts here on Roxanne Perez's time in the Royal Rumble?
I thought it was fun. I mean, what a vote of confidence to have her as the third person before getting kicked out. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't really watch NXT. It's the one that kind of escapes me. I know it's pretty crazy, but there's a lot of wrestling on television. I'm a big AEW guy and all that. So it's just hard for me to catch up on everything. So NXT kind of falls away from me. But every time I see these ladies compete and they come over to WWE, it makes me reconsider watching it because they're excellent. So I enjoyed it.
All right. Sean, Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, final 3 in the Royal Rumble. Thoughts?
Very good. Came out of this like a star. Been watching Roxanne since she was with Booker T on YouTube, Reality of Wrestling, watching NXT, strapped the rocket on her. She's got everything you need to be a star on the main roster. Promo skills, she can wrestle with the best. And I'm telling you, at that point when it was down to her in Charlotte, I started teetering saying, Charlotte came back. Will she do the ultimate thing? Which, I'm a big Charlotte guy. I'll be honest about Charlotte. She ain't putting nobody over. She's just like her father. Rick didn't want to put you over. The daughter ain't going to put you over. But I started saying, would Charlotte do the right thing and put over Roxanne to make Roxanne the star? But she came out tonight, leaving the Rumble as A-plus star for the main roster.
I like it. Tortellini, Roxanne Perez, the prodigy.
I need to know why Jonathan is holding her hostage. When she lost the belt, she should have gone up to the main. What should have happened is that Rumble should have been her main roster call-up. That's how this should have happened. But now they got her doing, I don't know, I guess she and Cora Jade are fighting and squabbling and beefing because, I don't know. Why are you holding her? Let her go. That girl is a certified hooper. I'm very surprised that they didn't pull the swerve and have her win. Like, very surprised.
Okay. Hugh, the prodigy.
Bonafide star, to be honest. Straight up. Bonafide star. She should have been called up. My theory is she should have been called up a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But
she never should have won the belt twice.
Right. But at that time, the women's division really didn't have a face in NXT. So they had to put the strap on her because they took Kiana James to put her up. And who knows where she is. You see what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at it. Right.
Apparently she's on injury.
But she did a phenomenal job. I didn't really expect her to be in the final 3 just because of the star power that we were expecting to be in the Royal Rumble. But it makes sense. It makes total sense. She's the next star. I don't want to hear anything else about anybody else. She's it. She's ready.
She's it next year.
Right. So I'm with it.
All right. Brandon, the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. What are your thoughts?
Here we go.
Uh-oh. You don't even start it up.
Oh, no.
I guess make like a Beyblade and let it rip. Let's hear it.
First off, it was so nice not to hear Booker T on commentary drooling over Roxanne. Thank God we had an unbiased commentator team that could call it just like it was. So I was able to actually watch her wrestle, watch her spots, and now say, oh my God, I get it. You like her. Shut up. Okay, I get it. She's been with you since she was 15. Okay, I get it. All right, you keep saying she's a prodigy. She's this, she's that. Okay, let me see it. All I've been asking for is to see it. Yes, I've been on note that I have a problem with 5-foot women wrestling because you have a 5-foot woman wrestling with a 5'11" woman wrestling. It just don't work out for me. I just don't see her being a credible threat. So everybody, I'm taking all your things saying she's a star. I just waiting to see it. I didn't expect her to make it to the final 3. She had a great showing. She had some great moments. She had some good stuff. Just keep Booker T off the commentary. And if you're going to let her flourish, where does she fit? Because we got 6 titles that the women can compete for. Where does she fit in? So now at this point, I'm just worried about where does she fit? Because her and Bailey about to do something. Is that a Mania match? Or is that a Vengeance Day? Or is that an Elimination Chamber? Does Roxanne move into the Elimination Chamber? Who knows? But I'm just saying, I just want to see if I've just been blinded by Booker T's drooling over her that I haven't been able to see Roxanne.
Look, bro.
To answer that question, you'll get the Fatal 4-Way at Vengeance Day.
That's it.
Okay. That'll be it.
It's Roxanne, Bailey. I don't know who else is in it.
I'm saying if we're gonna get her, I'm sorry, yeah, it's just gonna be her and Bailey in a program by themselves post Vengeance. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that going to be the next thing to get her into the limelight? Because I'm just like, okay, she made it, but when she made it, I'm like, Charlotte not putting this lady over her. Charlotte came back to main event WrestleMania. Yep, got it. Boom,
against
done.
Tiffany Stratton.
I mean, that's what everybody wants, though. Everybody been raving about it since Charlotte came out with the vignette. Oh, we want Charlotte. Tiffany. When I first
as soon as Tiffany won the belt, we knew it was Charlotte's.
Right. when I first saw Tiffany,
that's literally like
NXT,
her icon.
When I saw her
the match
I
makes
was like,
sense.
look, that's baby Charlotte. We need to see Charlotte and Tiffany right now. So come on now.
More than Charlotte and Rhea? More than Charlotte and Rhea number 3? Run that back. Because they won and won. Remember, they won and won.
That's what I'm saying. I think you need to run it back. I think you need to run it back.
They had 1 and 1 at Mania.
We already saw it twice, so why we need to see it again right now?
Because they won and won.
Go ahead and build a new star. You got your new star right there that you're strapping around.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Okay. It could be next year Mania. Because Rhea clearly isn't dropping that belt. That's her belt now.
Absolutely.
They can just run that on
like Mae Young.
Forever.
Forever. Fabulous Moolah never dropping the title.
Right.
Ever.
worked matches. She's shooting. She's taking shots. She's never dropping it. Logan James, welcome to the Nightcap, good brother. His best moment. I knew it. You know, it's funny, Logan.
Yeah, it is.
Folks. I made a comment sitting there watching the Rumble when Julia and Io were going at it in the match. And of course, as Brandon said in the comments later on, Io and Julia were trying to wrestle in a Rumble match. They were wrestling out there, those two ladies. I love to see the tease of the future here. My first thought, I looked at the missus. I said, Logan James is probably ecstatic right now. There you go, Logan. Much love. Much love. I
now wait a minute, Mike. Were they in Stardom? They were in Stardom at the same time, right? Because Io was Io was the last one to leave, right? Because Kyrie and Oscar were already gone. Io was the last one to leave, right?
You'd have to talk to Logan James. Logan James is in the comments. He'll let you know. I think Io was one of the last ones to leave, but I believe Julia was still there up until Julia was there after Io left. For at least a couple.
Yeah, because she took the reins when she left, right? Julia
she took over.
Short hair Julia. With the buzz cut. That Julia. People don't remember that
one. And we got to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. The biggest return in the Women's Royal Rumble. Welcome back. Alexa Bliss, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely not Nikki Bella on this one. Folks. What
the same size as the
moment.
Okay.
All right.
She said, I need to make some of this money. She said, I need to make some of this money. She said, wait a minute, WWE is making up $1 billion every second. Can I get some of that? Put my dog back on. I'm going to come up with the dog. Don't worry, I got it. I'm going to drop it in 3 seconds anyway.
Listen, Lily got Botox. She all right.
You see it? Right.
Lily got a new eye.
She got some fillers. She got her install. She good.
Mm-hmm. She good. Look, her hair is all sad, but it's okay.
She got a 6 for an eye. You know, something. Maybe a little something with
pop.
the Y at 6. How about that pop? I was texting Tortellini during the show here.
That was
massive pop, Tortellini. Yes. What do you think about that one? That was Stone Cold level.
I did not realize y'all went up for Alexa Bliss like this.
Oh, I'm Alexa Bliss.
No,
Stan.
idea.
5 foot of fury, man.
Damn. Y'all, they blew the roof off that place. I honestly feel like that pop might have been bigger than Charlotte's.
That was the biggest pop all night.
That was the biggest pop of the
second
I don't know
behind.
about that.
yeah,
Joe
all right, second
Hendry.
biggest. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
boy,
no,
you
no,
know my
no,
boy.
Say his name.
Every time.
He
Every
will
time.
appear.
Every time.
I thought Indianapolis was awful.
Oh,
That crowd was
Hey,
terrible.
right.
That crowd was
Yeah, they were quiet. They don't deserve. They didn't deserve this rumble.
They didn't
I'm
deserve
sorry.
that.
They deserve.
they're
Rumble.
getting a
They should have went
WrestleMania.
over.
They
Listen.
shouldn't.
The
Never-
overseas crowd has showed us that we are horrible chanters. We are horrible people when it comes to stuff. Because the overseas crowd would have been, we would still be hearing them chant right now.
Well, it goes back to what Mike said a while back when we talked about that. We are so accustomed to seeing WWE Monday night, Tuesday night on NXT, Friday night SmackDown, that when they get it, you want it. I would rather them have the big four overseas than over in the States. Because that crowd, if that would have been a less that crowd, it would still, like I said, they'll still be celebrating now.
I would have gotten a noise violation for how loud they were.
Yes.
That's like I can't wait for what is it? Clash in Paris, I guess. Not Clash.
Oh,
in
they're gonna break the building.
They're gonna break the earth.
Because that was France. What was that last time when they was the noise meter?
Backlash.
When, that was Backlash with AJ Styles and the camera was shaking. He was like this, and all you kept seeing was doing like this, and it was like they are really moving everything. But Alexa, sorry, Mike.
So let's talk about Alexa Bliss.
She should have lasted in the rumble.
So she was eliminated by Liv Morgan, folks. Alexa Bliss.
Such a heel.
Love Bliss with the Fiend
I don't
Forever
like
on
what
the
this
back.
is
If you
telling us.
caught it, said Friend
Yeah.
Forever. You know,
Right. Right.
Liv Morgan versus Alexa Bliss, or
I'm
potentially the Wyatt Six with Liv Morgan, or something of the sort at WrestleMania. Is that the direction we're headed? Where do you think? What are we building something here with Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss, or is this just a Rumble elimination? Let's go to Wayne to start here.
I like it. I would like to see that. Now that Liv's not feuding with Rhea anymore, I'm actually enjoying Liv. She's a great wrestler, and I think her and Bliss can really do some good work together. I was just disappointed by how fast Bliss was eliminated, especially after that big pop. I know they have things figured out before that happens and whatnot, but for such a big person to come back and have her eliminated as fast as she did, I was a little disappointed by that.
Okay. Sean, Alexa Bliss and Liv Morgan, is this something building or is this something going away?
It's going that way. Like Wayne just said, with Liv getting away from Rhea, Liv needs a new direction to go in. Why not put maybe arguably the greatest heel on Raw in the present moment against probably the greatest babyface coming back, Alexa Bliss? Just like Wayne, upset that Bliss got thrown out a little earlier than what I expected. One of those ones when she came back, I was looking Final Four, Final Five for her to get in there. So I hate to see her go. And hey, I'm glad she decided to come back to WWE. I know she was thinking about leaving about 2 weeks ago. But as I said, AEW, they're stacked over there too also. So stay over in WWE and where you known it. So good move on her.
I like it. Tortellini.
If this leads to some type of mixed tag match between the Wyatt Six and Judgment Day, please don't call me and leave me out of it. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't reach me. Don't beat me. Now, if you're setting up just Liv Morgan and Alexa Bliss for women's business, I'm seated. But if it involves the fact that the Judgment Day is still probably going to be hanging around by Mania, I don't want it.
Hot takes like it.
They got
Judgment Day done. They need to die. They gotta go.
done.
Same thing with the Wyatt Six. They need to go.
Oh, easy.
When you lose the Miz and Karrion Kross and LP, it's time to break up the group.
Not too much on Carrion. Hang on.
And I'm a Karrion guy. I'm a Karrion guy. I like Karrion.
I'm not even gonna unpack that because I'm about to. Don't make me crash out here on the Wyatt Six. Where the hell are they at? Hugh, Alexa, and Liv. Needle mover or nah?
I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. But it might not happen. It might stretch it out to Mania. But you never know with Triple H nowadays. He has like so many multiple storylines for each and every character now. So you never know what's going to happen. She can be fighting for the title, at Mania or something. Who knows? So, but yeah, I'm with you. If it's Judgment Day versus the Wyatt Six, I'm not with it. I've been done with the Judgment Day ever since they changed their music.
Yeah, when they dropped Ultimate
Come
Rage,
on.
it was cooked.
Like what?
I
That
tried.
music used to crank. What?
If you
Terrible mistake.
believe.
Such a bop. Brandon, Alexa Bliss, Liv Morgan, Needle Mover. Nah.
Absolutely. And I think that we're going to probably get into the point where we have women's feuds that don't center around a title. And this
God
is one of
bless.
those that could be that.
Thank you.
Because, well, first off, get rid of Raquel. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want anybody to lose that job, but it's not working for me. Put her trench coat back on. Get rid of these stupid sunglasses of, oh, look at me. I'm cool. I'm a heel. Ma'am, you're doing nothing. So let Liv stand on her own and let her and Bliss have some matches, because that could be a highlight of Raw. That could be a main event of Raw. For them two to have that match, and you could tell the story of them two, and make it for a number one contendership for the Intercontinental title. It's right there on Raw. You know what I mean? Give it another stake to it. But I think the Wyatt Six is down on SmackDown, so we luckily won't get Judgment Day versus them. I just don't want to see Raquel Rodriguez interfering with these stupid sunglasses on and taking away from what we know Bliss and Liv could do.
Oh, I love that. It's funny. Every time Raquel comes out with Liv, the Mrs. Mouthing Off with Mike hits us with the yes, Raquel, give us absolutely nothing. And it's true. It's true. The Mrs. is cooking sometimes. She cooked here when it came to the Women's Royal Rumble. You know who also cooked, of course, is in fact the woman who won the Royal Rumble. That is Charlotte Flair, and this is going to be the last thing we're going to talk about the Women's Royal Rumble here before we move on, because we spent a lot of time, but this Women's Royal Rumble, in my personal opinion, was the best one I've ever seen personally, with the surprises, with the in-ring.
You said Mrs. Hugh Scott wrong. Can you correct that, please? It's not Charlotte Flair, it's Mrs. Hugh Scott.
Mrs. Hugh Scott. I got you. I love it. Let's start with the Mr. Flair here over here. Mr. Charlotte Flair. Hugh, what do you think here? Charlotte Flair is the Royal Rumble winner. What are your thoughts?
Right choice. That's it. Straight to the point. Right choice. There's nobody, like, who else was going to get it? It just makes sense. We talked about it a little bit earlier. Tiffany, Charlotte. That's what the fans want. That's pretty much the top match that everybody wants to see. Make it happen. Let's go.
All right. There it is. They want to see Tiffany and Charlotte. Wayne, do you want to see Tiffany and Charlotte at WrestleMania, or do you want to see Charlotte versus Rhea?
Yeah, I don't want to see Charlotte versus Rhea again. Definitely Tiffy. Don't get me wrong, I love Rhea, but we've already seen it before. Tiffy's the new hot thing. Let's give her a good opponent that she can beat and have Charlotte put her over.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tortellini, Charlotte Flair has won the Royal Rumble. What were your thoughts on the win, and who do you think she's going to go take on at WrestleMania?
Again, another hot take. I just have an issue with people coming back from injury and automatically getting put in the title spot, because, girl, you got to go fight for your life like everybody else. But at the same time, this is Charlotte Flair. We knew. We knew she was coming back. As soon as Tiffany won that belt, it was Charlotte's. I have nothing else to say. I already knew it was Tiffany and Charlotte. the math is nothing. Like, there's really nothing else to say.
Tortellini, you hit the nail on the head. As soon as the pyro hit for Charlotte, I was like, oh, yeah, that's your winner.
Pretty
predictable.
You told on yourself.
That was 100%. Sean, what are your thoughts?
Either, but...
They should have. It should have been a total surprise. Big missed opportunity.
It's Flair country. We knew Charlotte was winning when she dropped the vignette. I wanted to see Charlotte and Rhea, but let's to the panel tonight. I kind of want to see Charlotte and Tiffany now. I think Charlotte will beat Tiffany, and Charlotte will be the women's champ again. Another 4 or 5 month reign coming our way.
Oh, boy. Last but certainly not least, the guy, Brandon. What do you got?
As much as I want to see Rhea, I just thought about it. Andrade's on SmackDown, so Charlotte has to be on SmackDown. God dang it. So, yep.
Correct. She's not her man.
Yeah, and like Nick Ram said, Charlotte said in a press conference, who would be the first woman to be a 2-time Royal Rumble winner? Of course, it would be Charlotte. And she's going to be the one to be able to say her and her father has held the same titles because she's going to be Intercontinental and U.S. champion. So that way she can say her and her dad held the same title. She's going to break his record. She's going to go down and be the best Flair. And this is just the spark of it because we can't deny something about when she just came out. It was like, it's Charlotte Flair. It was just something about it. And we can't deny, I think in the previous era, because she was shoved down our throat, we didn't appreciate what we had because it was always a one-trick pony for that old era. So that's why a lot of people that we're celebrating now, we really didn't because it was always force-fed to us. But now we have a chance to actually breathe and let it happen and say, okay, yep, I'm here for it. So
it's kind of like with Roman Reigns back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah. I was really talking about Cena, not him, but how Cena was force-fed to us. It was default Cena. And then when you didn't have something, break the box and get Brock Lesnar. Here you go. This is what you want. So we don't have these problems anymore. We got the problems of, wait a minute, who do I want? It's so many options.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. There's a lot
so
of
many
different
options.
directions you can take it. Martin said she's going to surpass her father, but also tie Cena at 17. I mean, she better get a move on it. Listen, Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble, pretty predictable at this point. I think we can all, pretty much state on it. Logan did drop some knowledge here to our previous conversation. Julia debuted in Stardom on December 8th, 2019, while Io Sky left Stardom in 2018 to join WWE. They just missed each other in Stardom, but now there's a chance for the first time ever match. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of different teases, a lot of different directions that you could take when it comes to the women after tonight's Women's Royal Rumble. The road to WrestleMania is going to be fucking awesome. Find me later, Prez, when you watch this, because it had to be said. Let's get into the second match here, which was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team Championship, with the Motor City Machine Guns going up against DIY. And folks, I'm going to start this match off. It did not live up to my expectations. They hyped it up. They said 2 out of 3 falls matches with DIY are some of the best matches ever. Well, there were some great sequences in this match, a lot of great tag team wrestling, and even some callbacks to some past matches that we've seen in the tag team divisions. But for me personally, this one left me wanting more. Let's go ahead and start off with Tortellini. What did you think about this tag team championship match?
Interesting.
Yep. Good thought.
Very good.
Like,
a lot.
Yes.
Awesome.
Like a
Yes.
4
Thoughts?
out of 10. And that's not
4
like
out of 10.
a 4 out of 10. Again, this didn't need to be a 2 out of 3 falls match. And I think for me, because they've been doing so many 2 out of 3 falls matches on NXT recently, I was like, girl, I don't care. Just make it a regular match. I don't. No, they hooped. Don't get me wrong. Everybody hooped in there. But I think it went on like 8 minutes too long.
Wow. All right. Let's where
was Pretty Deadly? Why didn't they play that up from last night? I guess
done with
it. Yeah.
I think Pretty Deadly had the opportunity to do the funniest thing possible here. And then that could have teased the potential, is it still a fatal 4-way if it's a tag team? What do you even call that? But anyway, it could have teased that 4-way of DIY, Pretty Deadly, Street Profits, Machine Guns. But in due time.
In due time? Okay.
Again, certified hoops. Just this match should not have been 2 out of 3 falls. Shouldn't have been on the card.
Shouldn't have been on the card. Damn. Okay.
You could have done this last night on SmackDown. I'm sorry.
That's definitely that type of match.
This was a SmackDown match. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. All right, Sean. Hot take.
I was watching Fourth Side of the Ring, and they got a term they always use for matches like this. They call it a margarita match. This was a Crown Royal match for me. I grew up in the era. Y'all know I love tag team wrestling. I grew up in the era with the Fantastics, the Freebirds, the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnights, Harlem Heat, the Steiner Brothers. List goes on and on and on. This match right here did not live up to what I thought we were going to get for a tag specialist match.
Mm-mm.
I mean, after the first fall, I was in the kitchen pouring some more shots, getting ready for the Royal Rumble, getting ready for KO and Cody days. It just didn't give me what I want. And Tony said the best. This could have been a SmackDown match.
This should have been a SmackDown.
And I would have been okay with it. There could have been a dark match before the show in North Carolina somewhere. I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, did they not temperature check this on the dark shows?
This is bad. And like I said, the video package hyped it up. Only thing good out of this match was, like Wayne said earlier, the Street Profits, which let me down. Because when they did it, I said, oh man, they're going to make the Street Profits heels for the first time ever. Let's see where this goes. And then what they do, beat up DIY, grab the belts, and the crowd pops for it. I'm like, well, there goes that idea. Pour another shot.
Pour another shot.
Somebody
All
on
right.
the timeline retweeted a picture of the venue at the tag match and said, well, found the bathroom match. And they said the line was out the door. I said, oh, no.
Oh, no. Not this match being
Not
a piss
that.
break match.
Not tea break.
Poor DIY Motor City Machine Guns. They're trying so hard to keep
Chris
this
Sabin
tough
deserves
scene.
so much better.
Yes.
That's a tough scene, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne, what do you got here?
I think the match is a victim of the environment. I mean, we just got done watching a women's Royal Rumble match, and we know that the next match after this is a ladder match between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. So no one cared about this match, and I think the audience killed it. I mean, they were doing their damnedest to give us a good match. There were some good spots. It was good wrestling, but no one gave a shit after the women's Royal Rumble and knowing that Kevin Owens in a ladder match was next. I mean, it was just bad placement, bad timing. It could have been a regular match. I enjoyed the match overall, but again, after Women's Rumble, and then we know we're going to get a championship ladder match afterwards. Who cares?
This should have been an open match. Should have opened up with this match right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you should have opened up with this and then did women. Because
it did go into Cody. Same format.
The heat off the women going into Cody and KO, that would have been phenomenal.
I don't know. I think if it would have started off this match, I would have been pissed off because I wanted to see the Women's Rumble.
Right.
So,
Right. You got to start off hot, and then finish hot.
Okay. Hugh, take it.
Man, I was just here to raise my fist, but then I got mad because the pyro was off.
It's always off.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, all right.
They can never get it right.
But like Wayne said, like there was good wrestling in the match. It definitely fell victim to just being on a powerful card that nobody really cared about it. Definitely was a SmackDown match, SmackDown go home type match. I think
that should have been the main event.
Right. I think they just put it on there because they're trying to showcase tag team wrestling. It seems like Triple H is trying to put an effort into showcasing actual tag team wrestling. If you check out the last couple of episodes of SmackDown, you had 4 different teams going at it for those titles. He's trying to make it feel important. And DIY showed up in NXT. They showed up. No, they didn't show up in TNA. But so he's trying to make it important. So I'm okay with it. But the 2 out of 3, I think it just ran a little bit longer. Unfortunately, this was just a time filler match, to be honest.
14 minutes down the drain.
Damn.
DIY can't. They're trying to get DIY to reinvent that match they did with the Revival. FTR
You can't do that.
2 out of 3. You will never be able to reinvent that match. It was a classic.
Right. Yeah.
Certified
yeah.
I mean, FTR, great tag team of all time. In this modern era.
Would you guys have rather seen the tag team title match take place at Saturday night's main event instead?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's where it should have been.
Well, see,
for sure.
Yeah, main event is really just a program that's for the casuals, anyways, and you want to give them a good match, And I'd like the tag team match. That would have been fine for main event.
Brandon, you're the last one on this match. What do you got
Man,
here?
y'all are tough. Geez, I think it's fine to say I didn't like it. And I think because we had so this is one of those matches because I even had hype going into it. Like I said, it's a reason that it's on this pay-per-view because it's for something else to happen. And I thought that something else was going to be the Hardys come and have a stare down with whoever wins the tag belt. Yeah. So, but then I was like, when the Street Profits came, I was like, here go Montez with his goofy ass. That's all I kept thinking was like, here he go doing something silly And it's like I can't take him serious. So it kind of like that was the nail in the coffin for the match because the crowd wasn't into it. They were hitting all their greatest hits. They were trying to hit those spots, but because we all went with expectations of on any given day, these four men, this combination is going to give us the holy, match. And it's like, I would have had that same feeling if it was on SmackDown or Saturday's Night Main Event, or if it was on something else. I would have been okay with it. But I think we were all hyped because everything else and knowing what they can do. It was like, oh, okay, and DIY still got it. All right, Street Profits not going to get it. Okay, y'all going to fumble again. So I could have did without it there, especially because I didn't get a mega surprise or something as to why it was there.
Street Profits are back. I don't know if they're heel or faces, much to Sean's point. The match was strange, tough placement for them. Overall, tough scene for these tag teams. Very decorated superstars here. Hopefully they can bounce back here in a couple weeks. I would hope so. Let's get into the WWE Undisputed Championship ladder match with the American Nightmare and the Canadian Dream, son of a technical analyst here, Kevin Owens. And this was tough at the end to watch. Overall, an incredible ladder match here with Cody and Kevin, but yeah, vicious Alabama slam through the ladder, folks. I hope Kevin Owens is okay after this one, guys. This was tough. Who wants to start this one off here? Let's go ahead. Let's go to Sean. Sean, talk about this ladder match and talk about this key moment here. Oof.
Can be a contender and should be a contender match of the year. My boy Kevin Owens. I don't give a damn who you put him in the ring with. He's gonna make him look good. The guy can flat out work with anybody. You can put him in the ring with the Big Show, and he will make the Big Show look good. That's just how good KO is. Worried about the end, I think. KO was win this match. We knew that going into it. But we knew we were going to get a good showing for KO. But just worried about it at the end. Took a tough Alabama slam onto the ladder. Sammy ran over, so I think he was a little real right there with checking in on him. They got him up. The crystal tire face all over him. Red blood all over him. So if we got what we wanted, I would say if KO is good, and if you could maybe say this for a Saturday Night Main Event coming up, run a last man standing by trouble. Give KO one more shot at it because I think he could do the trifecta and give us another good match with Cody. And really, I said on the show the other day, Cody to me had got stale as a champ. KO maybe start back wanting to be invested with Cody as a champ. So you got something with it. Hope KO's doing. Hope we wish him the best on that because he took a nasty bump. And Jim Ross in the video say somebody stop the match.
Somebody stop the match, damn it. Oh yeah, that's we saw a different side of Cody tonight, folks. We did not see fun loving Cody Rhodes. We saw, I guess, the Homelander, the Codelander, Cody Lander. We saw evil Cody Rhodes pop up there at the end there. Let's go to Tortellini. What did you think about this ladder match and the subsequent Kevin Owens spot?
I won't lie. I have had absolutely no interest in what Cody has been doing for the past since Mania. This was so much better than I expected because KO is a certified hooper. I've said this before, but like for me, Cody isn't like a to the ground mat wrestler. He's gonna give you. He's a spot guy, and that's okay. I'm not saying he can't wrestle, but KO, that's a fighter for real. But I am concerned, like, because Nick Aldis threw up the big one, and I really hope that was like not a work, because if you're gonna throw that up, be for real about it. Don't do it for the pop or for like the reaction. So I do hope KO is good because that man was folded like fresh laundry.
Homeboy had his cheeks in the air. It's crazy.
I
stacked up, tooted and booted.
I'm still in shock at that spot. I mean, we'll
it's the fact that he was still folded and Cody already had the belt and was like parading around the ring and KO was just in the corner.
That's what sold it to me that Cody Rhodes is a different man. after this
And
match.
Cody, when you lose the blonde hair, we can talk. When you go heel and lose the blonde hair, we can talk. Because he don't care.
An image tells 1,000, pictures worth 1,000 words here, folks.
I like that Med didn't wipe the blood off KO's face. Like, they let the moment just live and breathe. Match of the night, honestly. Maybe match of the year. It is still early.
I think it's a match of the year candidate, 100%. We saw the same Cody today. We saw a clash when he beat AJ. When he eventually faces Orton, we can draw parallels with the voices in their heads. Oh, I love it. I love it, booking like a mark. Let's see here. We went with Sean. We went to Tortellini. Let's go shoot over to Wayne here. Wayne, what do you got here with this ladder match, brother?
Listen, I've been saying for the longest time, I've said it on your program, Mike, and other times when we talked, that I've been wanting to see something from Cody. It doesn't make Cody look naive and weak. And Cody walked away tonight looking like an absolute boss.
There it is.
And yeah, absolutely. And the thing is, Kevin Owens understands heel work. That guy was crushing it. But at the end of the night, it made us all wonder. Kevin Owens is right.
He's always been right.
It's almost like the Hangman Adam Page story. But it's that's when you get a good heel, is when you know there's a reason why they're a heel. And they showed tonight Cody Rhodes acting the way he did when Kevin Owens was sitting there done, destroyed, and just parading over him, reminding him, I'm the man, not you. That was great. I loved it.
Yeah. Championship changes a man. It's like the symbiote from Spider-Man. Once you have that belt, after a certain amount of time, it starts to taint your mind. It starts to change you as a person. We saw it happen to Roman Reigns over the course of 4 years. From Roman Reigns day 1 to day 1,316. Those were two very different men that we saw. So I think the same principle can be applied with Cody Rhodes, especially after some of these matches he's had and some of the competitors he's had, especially with Kevin Owens. Brandon, Hugh, you are the last two. Let's go to Brandon here. What do you got with this ladder match here?
You either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain. And that's what I'm going to say about this. Yeah. Because Kevin wanted to take Cody there. That's the story we were telling. So Cody went there. Cody even changed his jacket. He had a nice little hipster jacket looking like he belonged in the CW Arrowverse.
He did change that jacket.
It looked like he belonged on the CW on like the Arrowverse.
On
like
Arrow, yeah.
He looked like
Oliver and them.
Yeah, exactly. So he changed. He was telling us, hey, this is a different me right now. So even when he grabbed both belts and he went and stood over top of him just so they could have imagery of him over top of Kevin. But I'm a draw parallel to something that I think that we forget in wrestling. Whenever our hero or the good guy does a heelish tactic, it's, oh no, you can't do that. And don't you say nothing. When Chris Jericho beat The Rock for the WCW title and the cheer just happened to be in the ring and Jericho used it, it was all this issue, but he did the same thing anybody else did. He did the same thing anybody else would have done. So guess what? He did an Alabama Slammer on top of it because he was about to package power drive him. But now everybody want to, oh, Cody this good. No, he did what he had to do. He's still the hero of the story until he becomes the villain. But it was a slow-paced match, and it picked up with the spots. Kevin Owens, I don't know if he's going to get enough credit for what he did. He protected Cody a lot, and he took a lot of those hits. Like, even when he came off the top rope, Kevin hit his head full on. Like, if you go back and watch it,
yes,
he protected Cody, but he hit his head on that ladder. And I know he was like, you saw when he was like this, he might have a concussion because he took that full on to protect Cody. So I applaud him for that.
Off the ladder.
Yes. He protected Cody so much to the point that he put himself in danger. And I just hope that
a real work man.
That image of him with his self in the air and how he was folded, he was in between that ladder folded up. And I'm like, oh.
His neck was painful. In between the darn.
Yeah, that looks painful. I'm like, ooh, I hope he's I hope that they rehearsed it or something, or he knew exactly what to fall into because, and that's a clean break. So I know it probably was one of those pre-cut ones, but man, Kevin, check the rest of the year off. It's okay.
Yeah, it's
You
all
got your
right.
paycheck for the rest of the year. You're okay. We're
Listen,
fine. We'll see you next
Mania,
time.
baby.
Yeah, we'll give you another title shot at Royal Rumble next year because you see they only get title shots at Rumble. I didn't even realize until they pointed it out. I was like, dang, he really has had all these title shots.
Yeah, we'll see you next year, big dog. It's all right. It's okay.
But great. If the story ends here, I'm fine. If Elimination Chamber, they do a last man standing. I don't think that's too close to Mania. I heard somebody say that. I can see this being a SummerSlam revisit. Well, Cody Raheem might not have the belt by SummerSlam, but
Hey,
I can see them doing
easy.
something. Yeah.
He ain't gonna have
keep
SummerSlam. Not while I'm alive.
Cody's just keeping that title through
See,
WrestleMania,
see.
baby.
Oh, the heat.
What do you got here, man?
I mean, see, he already beat me to it. Y'all know what's today?
Black
February
History
1st,
Month.
right?
The first day of Black History
Yo,
Month.
Cody Raheem was not going to lose.
Who?
He was not.
Cody Raheem.
He
Our
was
Black
not going
champion.
to lose. It's Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? He's been invited to the cookouts. He eat fried chicken and corn and mashed potatoes and collard greens and everything with us. He's
Cody Raheem. Mm-hmm.
You know
Oh,
what
don't worry.
I'm saying? So,
We'll see the video. You never seen the video?
No, you know, Reverend Slick to do a transformation on the dude. They did a one-man game. So I can't the dream.
Wakanda.
A melanin and a soul. Negro champion Cody Rhodes. You never saw
yes,
it?
sir. Yes, sir. I'm telling you.
I swear to God, yo, when he come out next week with Slick as his match up through, man.
He had some extra passion behind that fight tonight. Man,
Yeah.
like he was fighting for freedom or something. Like, boy, good Lord. But
He was fighting for all the ancestors.
All
He
serious.
saw the calendar date and said, I got to fucking lock in.
Absolutely.
Mike, I'm gonna send it to you so you can send it to everybody.
It was.
Is it
great
the song? Is
storytelling.
it the parody of his
It's the
song?
whole
Oh
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was great storytelling overall. I mean, they had to go out and actually have a fight. Forget the match. Y'all need to fight. Y'all been fighting for the last month or so, literally on site. So that's what
everywhere.
Exactly. I expected you to come out and just beat each other's heads in.
Yeah, I didn't expect no talking.
Right.
Exactly. Ain't no talking, just squabbling.
Absolutely. And like y'all said, Kevin Owens is the MVP in this match.
He's the MVP.
To be honest.
I just said it to Tortellini.
Oh, yes. No. Phenomenal heel work.
I'm throwing my phone away.
With all the trolling, t-shirts, all the stuff. Phenomenal. And Cody, I'm glad that he turned over his new leaf because he needed a little bit more grit to him. Yeah. Like Tortellini said, I wasn't really invested ever since he won the title. It's been kind of lackluster for me. Like him as a champion, I'm just being real. So I'm glad this feud picked up some steam because you got Kevin Owens on the other side of things, running things, feeling that fire. So it delivered for me. It might be the match of the night, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's up there with match of the night. Why did KO and Cody walk out with their belts? Didn't they surrender them last Saturday? Guys,
right. Didn't they say that
we have a whole
over there?
Belt surrendering?
So we just ignored that?
Cody Raheem couldn't be without his belt. He needed it. Think about it. Why would you need your gold? That's like not having your gold chain.
KO grabbed his last week or yesterday or something. That's what our good friend Rick 8-Bit had said earlier to me. I didn't see when Cody grabbed his, but I guess Nick Aldis said, "Here you go, Sir Nicholas the Prickles said, here's your belt."
Well, you needed that for the shots. Entrance. That's all it was. For the shots.
All for the cameras. Yeah. You gotta keep phone eats first. Yeah. Phone eats first. You know what I mean? Social media is real. Everything else is fake, right? Listen, we've made it here to the end of the Royal Rumble Premium Live match card. It is the men's Royal Rumble where most of us, if not all of us, got our predictions wrong here. I am still much like I am. I am very mixed bag here tonight on the Royal Rumble. We're not. Shout out Jey Uso. Where's my yeet bands? I'm gonna start yeeting everywhere here. Should I put the? I'm like mixed bag on it, but I'll put it on for the one time. You know what I mean? I'm a grown ass man wearing a a shooting sleeve, and I'm not even near a basketball court. But anyway, nevertheless, here, yeet. You know what I'm saying? Yeet.
But you wore a Hardy Boy sleeve, so it's okay.
I mean, I could put a Hardy Boy sleeve on the other arm.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh no, do that.
Whoa.
Do that. Do it. Do it all the way. Put it all the way on.
Just whoa.
There you go. There you go. Yes. It's happening. Now make sure you talk like this the whole time. Yeah, there you go. Continue. Let it happen. Just let it happen. Drink it all in, baby. Drink it all in.
Listen, main event Jey Uso has won the Royal Rumble, but let's not talk about him winning the Rumble just yet. Let's go back to the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go very back to the beginning here of the opening 2 of this match. I didn't see this one coming. We got Penta and Rey Mysterio kicking this match off. Wow. Iconic luchadors in their own right. As we know, Rey Mysterio, the greatest of all time, one of the best luchadors in history, going up against arguably who I would say is definitely in the top 5 all-time luchadors, with Penta being in WWE. I thought this was an incredible moment. Let's start off with big AEW fan, Wayne. Your boy is now in WWE. Over the last few weeks, we've seen Penta's stock continue to rise. What do you think about Penta in WWE, and what did you think about him starting off with Rey Mysterio tonight?
Yeah, I think it's fun. I'm happy for Penta. I would have loved to see him stay in AEW, but this is the career vision of a lifetime to go to WWE. So good for him. I love being able to see an AEW guy that I enjoyed watching in WWE, and they're giving him the star treatment. So I respect Triple H for throwing some love on Penta. When he came out as number 2 with Ray tonight, I thought to myself, Triple H couldn't help himself with this. I mean, he said, "Fuck it, let's just do it tonight." And so I thought it was a fun start. But yeah, they're giving Penta the respect that he deserves, and he's obviously has the talent and the charisma to strive in WWE. So good for him.
I love it. Let's go to our other big AEW fan here in the building, Tortellini. Tortellini, you watch Penta in AEW like the rest of us here. How do you feel about her presentation over the last couple of weeks? And how did you feel about Penta kind of having a nice little run here in the Royal Rumble and kicking it off against Rey Mysterio?
I'm still actively mourning the death of Death Triangle. Thank you so much for asking. I don't know. Thank you. I don't know if they just were taking too much time to say, hey, good looks, big bro. Y'all should have just got to scrapping, because by the time they finished, shaking hands and trying to intimidate each other, we're already on the 10-second countdown. We could have been hooping, and y'all are just talking. But I did not expect this opening 2 at all. I screamed. I'm pretty sure my neighbors hate me, but it's okay.
I thought we were going CM Punk, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, John, something wild. So I was cool with this.
DEI first.
Crazy.
God damn.
It's wild.
I mean, if you're looking if you're looking at the opening 5, that you're not gonna tell me that wasn't crazy.
100%.
You got Ray, Penta, Carmelo, and Santa.
The workhorses.
I thought it was ironic. I thought it was fucking iconic that they threw Chad Gable at number 3,
Brian
and he
Breaker, come on, and Brian
luchadors.
Toretto, come on.
Yeah, move them all. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I haven't seen that many brown folk on a WWE program in one ring at one time in a hot minute.
Hey.
And I'm not mad at it. More of that.
I mean, we got a great moment in the Women's Rumble with Lash and Jada and Naomi and Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was such a cool moment. I'm fucking weak at the DEI. Crying, dude. Tears. What was I saying? Anyway, who's next? Who wants to talk? Who wants to talk about Penta and Rey Mysterio starting off the Rumble? Anybody?
No, it made sense. It definitely made sense. I didn't know I wanted that, or I was going to get that, but
I had no idea.
as far as what you said with them intimidating each other, shaking hands or hugging or doing whatever the heck they was doing, it made sense because we're gonna give you this teaser real quick. We see that you like it, and you know we're gonna pass the torch eventually, but we're gonna tease you real quick.
Like we're gonna get to
Yeah,
the burn. We're just gonna
we definitely gonna get to it.
That's
We
fine.
definitely gonna get to it. But I love the fact that, like you said, all of the workhorses in there. I saw about at least 4 or 5 different matches that I wanted to see with Penta and Penta fire. Penta Ray, fire. Penta and Chad Gable, we already saw it.
Fire. Run it back again.
Andrade.
Oh my gosh.
Andrade.
Yes, Andrade.
Jacob fought too.
Carmelo.
So many matchups that I wanted to see. Yes.
Honestly, Penta against all the other 28 men. I'm not counting that man.
Absolutely.
30.
Yeah.
Fuck Logan Paul.
Oh,
What do you want me to mince words?
Okay.
What do you want me to
That's
mince
crazy.
words here or something? This is. I'm mouthing off with Mike. I'd be a shell of myself if I didn't mouth off every once in a while. No, absolutely fuck Logan Paul.
He's great.
He's
great.
He's number
He's
30.
great. He's a great wrestler. I just hate that we have to waste time on him.
I wouldn't even been mad if they would have pulled a swerve and had him win.
I think we would have started this show with me screaming. We would have started all
You would have
cordial.
seen me on CNN.
No, I would have said, oh, he's losing. I was like, don't worry, he's losing it on the Elimination Chamber. It's fine. He'll be out in the title picture by.
He would have never made it out of fucking Indianapolis.
No, he definitely wouldn't have.
Right.
They would have hit him with the ladies and gentlemen. We
And
got
if
him.
Logan would have won, guess what? He would have made out of Indianapolis. He would have had the most heat going into Mania.
That's what I'm saying, though.
You would have had a chance. You would have had a heel champ now, a true heel champ. They would boo out of the stadium that you could build up a new babyface to take the title off of him.
That would have been some
You
nasty.
know you're gonna get a good match with it. You know you're gonna get
Work,
a
man.
Yeah, you're gonna get a good match.
I
Logan
jump
work.
off the Luxor. I'm just
And
saying,
I said,
jump off
if he
the Luxor
took it
if I
serious, he would be better than what he's at. The guy can flat out work.
Facts.
You gotta give him that.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
He just don't take it seriously like everybody else.
He's a bum. He won't take it serious. He wants to go box his own brother. I'm gonna go box my brother in another fixed boxing match on Netflix. Look at me,
That's
guys.
actually real.
I'm gonna go make some
Now,
bullshit.
my premium goes up. We're gonna have some words.
He doesn't need to take it serious.
That's the problem, and he gets these opportunities where it's like these guys who've dedicated their entire lives to this shit don't get the shine that this kid gets. Like, a kid, who do I sound like? Time out.
Right.
No, but like for real, at the end of the day, like, that's how I feel about it. Listen, and then here we go. Let's get into the other one. I show speed.
Right.
All right. I showed speed getting absolutely. I showed speared tonight by Braun Breaker. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a closer look, ladies and gentlemen.
Possibly be okay. Then he got tossed like it was Peyton.
I'm gonna be
he
honest.
wasn't ready.
That satisfied me. So we're gonna run it back because I want to watch that.
Possibly be okay. Then he got tossed like it was Peyton.
Breaker was my favorite part of the whole men's Royal Rumble.
I ain't even gonna lie. Same.
Breaker looked good tonight. They made him look they made him look good.
When it was Roman Reigns and Breaker was behind him, what a spot. You see Breaker looking all pissed off and he blew that. That was great. Like Breaker right behind Roman Reigns going like that. Loved it.
Shout out to the
Spears
camera.
him.
They
Oh.
killing it.
And can we say this? Roman don't sell for a lot of people. He sold the hell out of
sold
this
the
Breaker. He sold it, man.
Breaker said, "I'll spear this motherfucker if I'm out right now," and he did.
Roman said, "Oh, y'all ain't gonna see me till Mania. Let me give you this work real quick."
Yep.
I ain't mad.
God's honest truth.
I am not mad. That spear, I was not ready for it.
Those are beautiful.
Hey, can I
And
just
then
say, something real crazy?
Please, Brandon.
Wait,
Hop in, everyone. Interrupt. I don't care.
I was today years old when I realized that Picture Gear was actually a face on his chest. Why did I just notice that tonight?
Wait, what?
If you look at his gear, the chest, the design is a face. No, of Penta's.
Penta.
It's actually a face. You just noticed it
Everybody
too.
looking it up. Everybody Google.
Oh, yeah.
Look, it's literally a face. It's a face. I had to go Google look at his other ones. I'm like, it's actually a face. It looks like it's a face. His gear is literally a face.
Well, shit, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, because when he came out with the blue, I was like, oh, what happened to the red? But I was like, his gear has been like that. And I went back and looked at some of the
It's a
ones
lucha
like,
match. Wow.
yeah, exactly. Isn't that cool? He's actually much cooler now. Like, he was already cool, but I'm like, this man is, look, everybody's looking. You're welcome.
Well, he got the drop.
That I don't feel as bad.
He had that shit on for real, yeah.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Penta is in WWE. I hate to say this, and I'm gonna say this. I think that the Lucha Brothers spot was supposed to be what DIY is doing. I mean, what the Motor City Machine Guns is doing.
Yep.
But I'm glad that he's getting his single because he never really got to really flourish as a single star. So I think that they're gonna really push him to the point that, okay, Rey Mysterio, you can actually sit down. We figured it out. We brought all the other luchas in the world. We tried it. We went and got all of them at one time. And then we said, oh, we got one that could actually be the next Rey Mysterio that they've been looking for. And in that Royal Rumble match showed it because now we want to see literally him and everybody. I don't care who it is. Like, yep. And him and would you say 28 other guys because it's so great. And I would have rather that spot for, what's his name? Speed, that dude. Go to somebody. I would have rather seen Dragon Lee come in there, the Speed champion.
I would have rather my ass in the Royal Rumble. It would have been better.
I would have rather seen Bad Bunny come in. You know, if you're going to do celebrity, do something. It could have been
Tyrese Halliburton.
You could have had, what you call it, come in there.
I thought it was
Braun Breakers. You could have, look, where was Goldberg? I mean, if you wanted to do something, you had to have that.
We saw a lot of NXT women, but no NXT men. I thought that was
right. What was Trick? That's what I said. What was Trick tonight?
Yeah,
you could have had Sean Spears, Alexis King, baby.
A lot of sneaks here. A lot of sneaks. Sean Spears,
Baby Regal could have been in it. Charlie Dempsey. I couldn't think of his name. Thank you, Charlie Dempsey. You had people that could have been in that spot. And that whole thing went to Akira Tozawa. I was like, why is he coming to the ring? And then when it was over, I was like, "Oh, for this moment."
Like, I'm not mad at Akira Tozawa because if you're telling me that I potentially have to go take a spear from somebody who runs at damn near 23 miles per hour, that's about 225 pounds. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. So I'm not mad at him for saying nope. I'll just take the beat down on the ramp. Actually, but
like I'm okay.
That could have been Trick. It could have been Nathan Frazier. It could have been Axiom.
Obafemi.
It could have.
No.
Could have been Oba.
I was expecting.
Who was Omos? Who was Omos?
Put Julie in there.
Where was Omos? I thought he was supposed. I know he was
supposed to be in.
I just.
That's what I was waiting for.
Omos. They got to stop doing us dirty. The Omos sapiens want to see Omos.
I want to.
But you know what I think it is? That's one of those things that Triple H leak stuff just to put it out there, just to see, because we don't know what we want. He keeps telling us, y'all don't know what y'all want, because I'm going to give you what you want. Keep on guessing. And then he gave us something. We're like, God dang it, he gave us what we didn't know we needed.
Well, he said tonight on the press conference, he said sometimes predictable is good. Now, what do you mean sometimes predictable is good?
What do you mean?
We haven't been predictable yet.
Charlotte Flair was predictable.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Yeah, you're right.
Cody Rhodes was predictable.
I won't lie. Cody retaining for me was kind of a shock.
I felt that there was no chance he drops the
he's
title.
Not dropping it.
Ooh, so
because you know what's crazy, boy. Since the Triple H's era, we've had longevity with champions, but now he's been doing quick title changes, so he's kind of messing with us. Like, is it going to be a long title run, or can we do a quick title change? Because we're okay with somebody holding the belt for a month or two and dropping it. But
it
now
all
it's like
their side plates. Naomi still don't have side plates.
That's disrespectful.
She had our original ones, right? I don't know why they just recommissioned our original ones. That's funny. Yeah, because Jay's coming back. A storm is coming.
Right. So
nobody's talking about the guy who looked the best to me in the Rumble. We talked about Penta, but there was another person there who got some work in. That's a Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, man.
Listen,
my boy went to work again tonight.
Rumble was made for Jacob Fatu. That is his program. That is his pay-per-view.
Man,
was anybody else waiting for him and Braun Strowman to start fighting?
Not
really. When Braun got eliminated because he was sitting off to the side, I was like, Are they waiting? They
That's
won't
what I was
fight.
waiting
They gonna
for.
fight.
That's what I was
That's what.
waiting for.
Y'all like, oh, they gonna fight.
I ain't gonna
Like,
lie.
you
I'm gonna tell you what I thought.
said,
I'm gonna tell you what I thought he was gonna do, Brandon. When he was sitting on the side, and I was sitting watching it. And I told the kids, seen the music hit. I said, they're gonna super kick that hell out of Cena and do
Hey,
something
take 'em
like that
out.
just to get everybody to pop, just to get everybody to pop tonight. And of course,
Oh,
he
that
did
would have been funny.
No, speaking of super kicks, what popped me in the men's rumble is how they set up Chad Gable to be super kicked by every single lucha in that building.
He's anti-lucha.
Oh,
Right.
That was so disrespectful and hilarious.
Yep.
mhm.
And of
But
course,
it was a
AJ Styles.
And he's
Back.
back with his original
Old
theme.
music.
Yes.
he got the original music.
We
But
win.
I
That
said they got rid of that other stuff. I said thank you.
And he's back in
That
the
was the
blue
biggest pop
pants.
of the
We
night for me.
win.
We don't got to worry about seeing them wear the black Levi's no more. They did right.
We ain't
Thank
gotta worry
God.
about them black pants.
He said, "Oh no, I'm coming back, and I'm going. Give me my old, the good music, the good one." And they mentioned. Did you notice that they mentioned when Joe Hendry came out, he beat Nick Nemeth for the TNA World Championship? I said,
Yes.
they said Nick Nemeth.
Now
was
I
like,
got something to say about that.
Hugh Hart skipped a beat for a moment. I was like, they said his alternate name. Oh,
Ooh.
why did you do that? I was like, am I looking too much into it? Am I being a conspiracy theorist? I said, it's a reason that they said Nick Nemeth. It's a reason. Right here.
I guess.
Oh, now you guess.
He got a tag match on Thursday for the titles.
With
So, yeah,
Fraxium.
we'll see. We'll see.
That's the one belt he hasn't had. Those tag belts. He had all the other ones.
I have
I
a hot
think the
take.
Wyatt Six got our boy Wayne here. We'll see if Wayne is coming back, but I don't know what happened to him. I just realized he disappeared. Go ahead, Tortellini. Sorry.
Mr. Joseph Hendry.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
They
You
over-
rang.
This spot could have been somebody else. I'm sorry.
makes
This
sense, though.
spot could have
Ow.
been somebody else.
Stop it,
No,
Tortellini.
no,
Listen,
You
I know
Nah,
they wanted
no.
I know
It
they
was
wanted to pop,
necessary.
but I'm trying to see some action from the men in the Rumble. All right, I'm trying to see some wrestling.
Let me say this.
Does Joe wrestle?
Joe Hendry's the first
wrestling.
ever TNA male star as a champ to appear in the Rumble. So that
Which
lets
is
you know right there that
fantastic moment.
WWE
Ain't
believes in the
nobody-
guy.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing it like that. But like,
Yeah, they believe in his gimmick.
He's over, man. The
Yeah,
guy's
I know.
over. He's
Yeah.
over.
I can't do nothing
was-
else about
he was-
that. But it just
He
He had to run to that ring before his music went out.
Yeah.
he did.
They said we're not waving side to side. He said you better get that before you start waving side to side. The slow part.
The slow part. He said, "Hey, we ain't got the licensing for that. Come on,
You know, hurry up, get in there.
knees to chest, eye socket, hip pocket. Let's go."
and then all right, listen, there was so much that happened here in this Royal Rumble. You got Jacob Fatu got tossed out of the ring by Braun Strowman, which I did not see coming.
Tossed.
They're going to
Like,
destroy each other in the next couple of weeks. They're
gonna
literally
kill
going
each
to
other.
destroy each other on SmackDown.
Oh yeah, the ring.
They're
gonna
ring's
be in the
gonna break
parking
The
lot.
down.
ring's gonna break. Yeah.
They're
yeah.
going to be in the parking lot. He's going to go back to you know how he had the ambulance match. He was flipping
He's gonna
ambulance over.
stab him.
We're going to see that Braun. Yeah, we're going to see that Braun.
And then with
Uh,
AJ
AJ Styles, Joe Hendry, and then an absolute loaded second half of a
that was
Royal
a
Rumble
massive
Crazy.
class.
where
Crazy.
you have back to back to back to back to back bangers here. Drew McIntyre's in the mix. You've got John Cena makes his entrance, followed by CM Punk, followed by Seth Rollins.
That
Roman
was a
Reigns was
nasty
in
line.
at 16. Drew was in at 17. You had Cena at 23, Punk at 24, Seth at 25. AJ Styles was in the mix there in the teens as well. All of these guys, LA Knight, Damian Priest, and
Who's number
Logan
30?
Paul. And Logan Paul. And Logan Paul.
But they had
Logan
four more
Paul.
people to enter. And it's crazy because you had four more. They had 26 on to still enter. And you had Cena, Roman, AJ, Jay, Uso,
They should have been the
Drew,
last
and
like
Seth.
4 or 5.
You still had four more people to enter.
Nah.
And you had that much star power just sitting in the ring. I was like, wait a
Shit.
minute. What have we gotten to in WWE? I said, we still got four more to enter. and you got Roman, Cena, Punk, AJ Styles, Jay Uso, Drew McIntyre, and Seth, and you still got 4 more. I was like, who's left at this point? I was like, who haven't? And it was so, and that's why I say this Rumble was. I'm glad that we've gotten away from the nostalgia and the old heads and the popping of the gimmicks because we enjoyed it in a different way. Even to the point, I'm still laughing that Sheamus said, "Why'd you stop that? I was enjoying that. Why are you so angry,
enjoying
fella?"
Joe Hendry.
Yeah,
I was like, why
I
was
was,
he
but
standing
we
in the
get
corner
those.
just staring him down?
Yeah,
like
he was
that?
just
Oh my
watching.
God. He just watching him and
He
doing
was like,
his
I was
thing.
enjoying that.
Please.
But that's the kind of spots I think we're going to get used to now in the new era, and not the Hurricane coming back and trying to choke slam 2 people, and not these things where it's like, oh look, it's the Godfather. He comes in the ring and gets eliminated. We don't need those things because we can make these other moments that will further the story, and we won't be saying 5 years from now, who is in that Rumble? We'll be talking about, man, do you know this was who was in there all this time, and they look what happened. Oh man, do you know what happened here? Look who the final 2 was. Who would have thought that in 2025, John Cena and Jay Uso will be the last 2 in a Royal Rumble?
And have that on my
Who would
bucket list.
Yeah.
If you would have told me 10 years ago, Jay Uso with the face paint would be the last one in the Royal Rumble, I was like, who? Wait a minute, how?
Who?
And Cena, first time I was like,
Hey, look.
yeah, I'm like, not that guy that with the face paint, because he's a tag team guy. And then Cena, I'm like, yeah, that checks out. Vince McMahon can't let go of Cena. Did Brock Lesnar get eliminated right before, or was he not, he didn't want to work? That's why I wanted to be in him. And I was like, oh, Cena didn't win, but we in a different time frame of thinking, and it's so cool to be a wrestling fan. It's so unique. It's so rewarding. It's actually fun. Like as we're watching, we were texting each other, and you made a comment. I said, "Oh, dang it! It was right there in our face the whole time." We
The
all
whole
get all
time.
angry about.
I was waiting for you to finish because I was going to follow
and
up.
Triple H.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, and Triple H been telling us like, you don't know what you want, because he been telling us this is going to happen since Backlash last year when Jay took on Damian.
That
To be
He
honest,
been saying,
comment
all right, can Jay
gold,
actually do
so-
it? Yep.
it started a
He
long
been saying,
time
can Jay
ago.
actually do it?
Way
Can Jay
back
do
deep
it?
in the Bloodline
Can he
storyline.
sell?
Roman, when
Is
Him
he a
Cena
having
flash
first
in
that
the
came
belt,
back,
pants?
him having
back
that
when he was
belt
the
for those
revenant.
few weeks was just a teaser. This,
No,
yeah,
him
this,
debuting that belt, because he was the one because they had that blue belt painted for a while, but they
yeah.
made sure he was the one to debut it to put the most eyes on it. Is he a flash in the pants? Oh, they sold it. No, he still is. All you see is these Yeet shirts or shirts with his face, the stupid
Sunglasses.
glasses. Yes, you see everything now. So they're like, you know what? Mania is going to be insane. They're going to have a whole shop just dedicated to just him.
That's a fact. I mean, you can't even pay for Mania these days. Mania tickets like $1,000 for the nosebleeds.
VIP.
You got WWE World 5-day pass is $345 this year, up from $200 last year at WrestleMania WWE World. Tickets, I'm sure, for the 3-night combo for Raw, SmackDown, and Stand and Deliver are probably going to be just as ugly, if not just as gross than what you got. So this year in Vegas, you better take out a second mortgage. Anyone going to talk about the move Jay put on Jacob Fatu? Yeah, how about our boy Jay Uso tonight busting out a fucking poison Rana? All right, bud. Hey, how you doing?
No, but can we actually talk about that? Between the men and the women, I have never seen so many poison Ranas and hurricanranas in my life.
Everybody had to do a kip up.
Kip up.
I was so sick of
multiple kip ups.
Oh yeah.
And the destroyer that changes ethnicities.
Spears.
Everybody
was you get a spear.
Everybody's getting spears. Oh my god.
But did y'all see
Ray face? Jacob?
Did y'all see Ray face when Chad Gable got slapped? That's all I'm gonna say. Go back and watch that. But yeah, it felt, and y'all, I know y'all love AEW, and you gonna get this reference. It felt a little AEW-ish, where everybody, let's all do the same moves. Let's do 746 super kicks every match. If I saw another kip up, I was like, all right, it's lost its specialness.
I don't know who loves AEW, because it certainly isn't I anymore. They better figure it out, because I haven't watched AEW in weeks, and they have not interested me whatsoever.
They just got me back.
That's for
Timeless
me.
Tony. Timeless Tony's back.
Timeless Tony's the only thing
I'm
I
back.
will watch.
I'm back just for that.
Super kick used to put you out, Shawn Michaels. Yes, it did, Doughboy. Super kick used to be the be all end all. Jey Uso.
I wonder if somebody did the super kick counter for this match.
Oh, I'm sure somebody
it's
blocked
746.
And there was about 38 kip ups.
Yeah.
So-
38 kip ups and
Yep.
746 super kicks.
And 92 suplexes.
And
And potentially
Them
one.
Them
Broken
women were
one
throwing
broken-
suplexes left and right. Good Lord.
one broken back.
I
One
think
broken
the
Kevin
ladies-
Owens, I mean.
I think
One
the
broken
ladies
KO.
take the cake for
Mhm.
me tonight, folks, between the rumbles, but neither here nor there. Let's talk about the ending sequence because there's a lot. That's a lot. There's a lot. We can spend a whole nother hour and a half just on the ending sequence of this Royal Rumble, but we don't have that type of time. We have Jey Uso, we have John Cena, we have Roman Reigns, we have CM Punk, and we have Seth Rollins. CM Punk, ultimate opportunist here, eliminates Seth and Roman, who are hung up on the ropes. CM Punk is then eliminated by Logan Paul's bitch ass.
I almost
Then
broke my TV.
I almost crashed out like nobody's business. You can ask the missus off the air. I said, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Logan Paul, really, bud, really,
He got
Listen,
heat.
really, bud.
He got
But
heat. He
You
got
got
heat.
heat. I would have
It
rather
makes sense.
seen Dom eliminate Penta or John Cena or
Braun Breaker.
CM Punk, or I'd rather have Dom eliminate CM Punk than Logan Paul's. I hate Logan Paul, guys. I hate him. I hate him.
Let me tell you something.
Hate
If they had that man win this Rumble, I would have done something so drastic. It would have changed the shape of professional wrestling.
I would have done something so drastic. It would have changed the course of my
I
life
would have
trajectory.
owned all of professional wrestling by the time I was done.
Oh fuck.
Totally, bro. It would've made
John
sense.
Cena, Jey Uso as the last two, one of the most unlikeliest last twos I've ever seen in the history of Royal Rumbles. I mean, maybe Santino Marella and Alberto Del Rio. That's a wild sentence to say, at least.
Yeah, that was amazing.
This
That is
tells the picture tells 1,000 words here. What does this picture tell you, Sean?
It tells me that Cena came in to do what the right thing was. He knew Jey Uso is the guy. He's the future right now. He knows they got the rocket strapped on him. Like we said, he's going to have a whole section at the Mania dedicated for his merchandise sale. I think Cena came to pretty much put the stamp of approval on that. This is the guy, because even at the end of the match, when Cena went back in, I said, I know we're not going to get a Cena heel turn on the farewell tour. It ain't no way Cena's going to be a heel going out on this tour. To put his hand up in there, give him a hug, you saw them embrace. Cena put some words of knowledge in his ear, pretty much saying, you're the guy now. Roman's part-time, I'm leaving, you're the guy.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
Okay. All right, let's go to Tortellini. Tortellini, what does this picture tell you?
They're not done.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
They're not.
Wow.
I don't know how they're going to do this. Like y'all have been saying, Triple H keeps telling us we don't know what we want, right? I know I want
Right.
I want more of this because I'm enjoying how they've been presenting Jey Uso so far. And I remember saying something last year about I was like, I don't know what needs to switch with Jey Uso, but when it does, it's gonna take off. And I don't know when that switch happened, but it did. Great on John Cena for putting Jey Uso over and recognizing, hey, this ain't my moment right now.
Okay.
They're
Let's go
not
to Hugh.
They're not done. I don't know how, but they're not done.
Hugh, what do you got? What does this picture tell you?
It's telling me that, first of all, John Cena came there to sell T-shirts and belts. You know what I'm saying? He's going to disappear for a
Fuck.
while, and then he's going to come back and sell some more T-shirts and belts. But, I mean, it makes sense. He came to put over. They're going to tease the hell out of us for a minute. Chase to 17. They got it on the promo, on the little promo package that he had. Chase for 17. That's going to be it. They're going to keep teasing this throughout the whole year until he goes and actually gets this 17th title. Right? Now, of course, with Jey Uso, they've been telling this story for forever. Let's take it back to when he was in the bloodline. Way back when it first started. He was the right-hand man for a reason. Roman said to his face, like, look, you up next. You up next. Then the slow, long-term storytelling. He had the matches with Roman. He kept getting to that point where he should be there. Like he should be the guy, and then he'll fail. There's a reason he kept losing them title matches because he has a bigger moment ahead of him. That was all a test to see how over he really could be. Now they see his full potential. I was looking at that whole the Royal Rumble in general. There was a lot of pink shirts in there in the crowd. All pink shirts saying Yeet. You saw a bunch of the blue shirts with the Yeet because of course they're in Indianapolis. His merch is everywhere. So I think it was the right move, to be honest. It was a swerve. Nobody was expecting Jey Uso to win the daggone Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
Where can you insert him? You got your top guys, your top 4 or 5 guys, yourself, just CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and whoever else that you all centered around. Why not throw a Jey Uso in there who's just as over as those guys? My only beef with Jey Uso is the move set because all the Samoans do the same thing. But hey,
he busted out that poison Rana. He's growing.
You see Jimmy doing the what is it? The
Jimmy in the wind.
He's doing a Uso in the wind.
Yes.
Uso in the wind. I said Jimmy in the wind.
Go back to that because I heard Jimmy Uso and the words corkscrew moonsault.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He started doing that again.
I was not familiar with your game, big dog. My bad.
Big Jam.
Big Jimmy Jams.
He used to do it when he was before they went to day one. He used to do it all the time before they went to the day one ish. Because when they turned heel, they had to change their moveset. They stopped flying around as much.
Cena's put over both 2 Samoans. He put over Solo and Saudi Arabia when he got pretty much jobbed out. And he did. And then his next match at the Rumble put over Jay.
And he put over Roman at SummerSlam 21.
Roman.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu next.
That's definitely the story that's being told. That's definitely the story that's being told.
John Cena versus the Samoan bloodline, the dynasty dog. That's his farewell tour.
Yep.
He's fighting the Samoans every turn he gets. Brandon, what does this picture tell you?
It tells me that everything has come full circle. When Jey Uso first got the title match against Roman, and he came out wearing the white pants, and he had that palm tree on the side, I remember texting him, if Jay can get the crowd to do something, he will be a made man. That same SummerSlam, he started doing this, and everybody caught on. So when he cut his hair, he started doing things that show, because for a while you couldn't tell who. I even forgot that it was Jay that had the Nobody's You Know What shirt, because I thought it was Jimmy, because you couldn't really tell them apart. So now he's his own person, he's his own brand, he's on a show. Let's call it what it is. As much as you like Gunther ain't the face of Netflix. Jimmy is. That's why they keep putting Cody Raheem on Netflix. That's why they kept putting Roman, because
they're putting
Gunther
everybody
is
else
a whole world champion. Exactly. So now you got somebody that you can put the title on and have him when you click on Netflix. He already there anyway.
You're gonna get that.
Yeah, and that tells you if you need to run it back, he's gonna say, SummerSlam, that could be the match. Jey Uso versus John Cena for the World Heavyweight Championship. Can John Cena do it? Because the money in Cena this year is the chase. If Cena would have got that and won it at Mania, no more money to be made.
No one's watching.
Triple H, Triple H got to take all our money this year. He's got to literally take all of our money up until December or whenever the last chance that Cena World Tour ends, because he's going to get it closer to the end, so that way he can still have that, I'm relinquishing the title, have fun, I'm done. But
War Games when he drops it at day 1, 2026.
I'm gonna need.
He drops it.
I'm gonna need John Cena to get out to Arizona on this farewell tour so I can get that exclusive John Cena farewell AZ merch, because
But he gonna have that in the spinner belt. Don't worry.
God, I hope so. I'm all in. I'm all in, bro. I'm all in on that. I'm all in on the spinner belt. Bring the spinner belt back. We're getting the spinner belt back for the run of a lifetime. This picture tells me exactly what all of my amazing co-hosts have said. The chase, the journey is the destination. The destination is not the journey, if that makes sense. I may have had too many hits from the Shelton Benjamin here this evening watching the Royal Rumble, but the journey is the destination for John Cena, and that journey is going to see him go through peaks and valleys. Now, am I happy for Jey Uso? You bet your ass I'm happy for Jey Uso. You bet your ass. A guy who was considered to be a tag team specialist his entire 15-year WWE career over the last 2 years has seen single stardom. The crowd loves him. He got over a phrase that was dead since the days of Vine and Yeet. And he is absolutely moving merch like nobody's business. I will say, as for a anticlimactic finish, I do feel that this was quite a decision to be made. I personally would have went with Punk or John Cena winning this Royal Rumble. I think the post-match shenanigans are going to make things very interesting that we saw. CM Punk lashing out at Seth Rollins after the match. Roman Reigns getting 2 curb stomps. A lot happening here, folks.
Nah, that stomp, that double
made it
stomp.
known.
Right. He put both feet on that man.
He put both feet on that man's head. And
He
for
let
once,
I hate you, Roman.
That first one was sick, man.
Listen, for once, Roman was innocent. He was minding his business on that one.
Right.
He was just
snapping.
He was just like, oh, I got eliminated.
This man put his knees to his chest and put both heels into the
Both heels.
The whole.
But did you see the first one? How he hit him? His face went sideways and smushed into the ground. The first one. Roman was like, I wasn't ready for that.
I'm sorry, Roman got to beat his ass for that. You're not going to stomp. First of all, you're not going to stomp my face to the side once, and then on the second time you get both heels on me. No.
Holy shit!
Squabble up.
Did you see what I just saw? Yeah.
The Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic to the
you saw that
Anthony Davis.
It's crazy.
Oh, boys.
I just was looking at that.
Oh, what's that mean? Tell me. I don't know. I don't follow the sport.
Explain that.
All right. So that is
I don't know.
Cody Rhodes getting traded to WWE. That is exactly what that is.
From AEW.
When I seen it,
Okay.
I saw a flash for ESPN.
No, I'm trying. You said trading to the
right. That's pretty good.
I didn't think it was real. But
Me neither.
Holy shit. Anyway, unrelated. Sorry, that just blew my mind. I got that notification. Overall, the Royal Rumble is done, and we are now officially on the road to WrestleMania. What a time to be alive, folks. Thank you to I don't know where he is at. I tried to get in contact with him. I got a QR code video back from Wayne the Model. So I think the Y6 gotten him. I might have accidentally called them with this T-shirt. I'm sorry, Wayne.
Yeah, they might.
I hope you're okay. I hope everything's
going
okay over there. But I want to thank Sean from It Stinks and Wrestling of Destiny on Boom Broadcasting. I want to thank Tortellini from Black Masses and Constellations podcast. And of course, I want to spend a special shout out to my surprise guests here on the Royal Rumble Nightcap, Brandon the Guy, Hugh from Championship Culture. Make sure you go check out all of these amazing people. I'm going to let them tell you about them individually. We'll go with Sean, Tortellini, and then Championship Culture. And then we're out of here, folks, to let you go enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. So tell the people where to find you, folks.
You can find me on Boom Broadcasting's YouTube channel on Wednesday at 10 a.m. I do a TV show movie review. It stinks. Then on Saturday, I drop WOD, Wrestler Destiny, right here on Boom Broadcasting, recapping what we saw that week on WWE, AEW, TNA. And then also, I'm on X at Sports with Luke, Studio 67, Grit and Grind NC podcast, talk about high school football in the Carolinas.
All right, Tortellini, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, Lord, you can not hear me. Black Masses and Constellations is on a little bit of a hiatus for right now, but you can catch me tweeting about the graps at _ Tortellini and watch me lift heavy shit to wrestling themes on Instagram at Tortellini _lifts.
She's going to be in the Royal Rumble next year, folks. Be able to watch out for Tortellini here. She's coming for the crown. You never know. I'm gonna go.
Me and Rhea Ripley warm up the same deadlifts.
Oh my God! Look at the pythons, the 28-inch pythons on Tortellini. Ladies and gentlemen, she's going to be in the Rumble. Listen, I can be your manager. I'll be your manager. We'll get you in that Performance Center one way or another. Hell or high water, I'll get you in that PC.
We're getting in there.
She's been eating her vitamins and drinking her milk. Saying her prayers.
She needs some milk.
I need the workout regimen, dog. I'm trying to get some arms like you. Damn, son. Damn.
Right.
Damn. Flexing for the one time. I'm going to blow the internet over here. Break the internet, Tortellini. I love it. I love it. Last but certainly not least, these two, the tag team duo, good brothers, championship culture. Boys, tell the people what's going on. Tell them where to find you. Tell them what's cooking.
We're going to do it like we always do it. You can find me at HASTHE to the 3RD. One more time, HASTHE to the 3RD on all social media platforms. And you can find that guy right there, that guy, the guy, Brandon, the guy, at Custom Guy 913 on all social media platforms. And you can also check us out on Tuesdays, 8 o'clock, Championship Culture. You can find us at IG, Championship Culture _. Take it away, brother.
Oh, you know what I gotta say. Make sure you keep your eyes on the gold, and remember, every belt has a story, and I can't wait to hear yours.
Hey, I love it, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you know me. You might like me. You might love me. You might hate me, but you got to respect it. It's Mouthing Off with Mike at MOWM_podcast. Thank you all so much for watching the Nightcap. Thank you all so much for hanging out here with us on your Saturday night. The Nightcap is done. We'll see you here Monday night after Monday Night Raw. Yeet.